Welcome everybody to WrestlingTracks. How you guys doing? David Burton's in the house. What's going on with you?
I'm doing all right.
Yes, sir. By the way, my other podcast, Truckers Pod, will be available soon. If I can get a hold of my brother, Brandon Wright, or I might do it myself, and we'll be all right. I have a Bluetooth going on, so that should be working in the meantime. I hope that works. If not, all this is for naught, so let's hope that works. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and record this now as a backup. All right, got the backup on just in case something happened. David Burton's in the house. Last week, this week is Massive Weekend. We had AEW All Out. We've had Palooza.
Yep.
Now, by the way, I want to just make this clear. Everybody will be like, "You sold out. You sold out." Yeah, but last time I checked, I didn't get the number yet from the show at Palooza, but that it's pretty packed over there.
Well, they had a sold out crowd.
So for all to be like, "You sold out," y'all, every last one of y'all can pucker up and kiss us where WWE cheeks meet, because y'all know damn well you bought a ticket, you subscribing to the thing, whatever, you going through the back door. And you're going to watch it through a streaming site. So y'all can suck it with that.
And both shows debuted on their respective streaming apps. HBO Max for AEW and ESPN for the WWE.
Yeah. It was all good until they caught up with each other and it's going on at the same damn time.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Yes, indeedy, I did watch both of them at the same doggone time. On my phone, I had Palooza. On my TV, AEW. You dang skip it.
Like the first match and the last match were going on at the same time.
We're going to get to the car for a minute. And I'll explain it.
The opening match was going on at the same time. All Out's main event was going on.
Yeah. I want to explain right quick. MVP. He did video interview with Chris. I can't pronounce his name. I'm called with Chris, and he said like back in the day we had WCW versus WWE when they went off, wrestling went off. Nowadays it's almost 24/7. And he mentioned like there's people who like burgers versus people like McDonald's. Well, like if you like a burger anywhere will satisfy you. If you like McDonald's alone will satisfy you. Let's apply that to wrestling. Let's apply it to wrestling right quick. If you like wrestling, if you love this profession of wrestling anywhere from anybody, that'll do. If you like a certain particular brand, that particular brand, that'll do. And it's okay, but you're missing out on all this other stuff going on. But to each his own, though, we missing out. It's like me, my YouTube history. I said this on the show with Mr. No Name. He prefers to be anonymous. That episode drops as well tomorrow. So you get not one, but two episodes Tuesday, 5 a.m. on Wrestling Tracks. But I said with Mr. No Name, he prefers to be strict. She prefers strict anonymity. I said that my YouTube history is full of wrestling. It's so full of wrestling, it's almost disgusting. Okay, I got so much wrestling history. My history on YouTube. I got so much wrestling on there. It's almost disgusting, David. Like you go through my YouTube history, wrestling. Damn, boy.
Like wrestling.
Yeah, it's almost disgusting. But like, I was sharing an account with my mom on YouTube. My mom said, use your own account. Because her account, wrestling.
Oh.
You know? I don't care. Look.
About AEW, you're an HBO Max subscriber, and then you got to find out that you got to pay an additional $30 or $40.
And I paid the $40 too, by the way. Because if you're like me, you're a wrestling enthusiast. You got to have your fix. You got to have your fix. I can't be anywhere in the world that don't have wrestling. I can't be in Alaska. I don't know. I would go to Alaska anyway. I wouldn't go to Alaska and there's no wrestling in Alaska. No, I got to have my fix. Say again? Yeah, I got to have some wrestling. I don't care where it's from. I don't care if I never heard this company before. If you got wrestling, give it to me. I would never turn down an opportunity. I don't care if it's. I would never turn down an opportunity for some wrestling. I don't care if it's the tape from 1975, a VHS tape of 1975. Give it to me. You feel me?
Speaking of tapes, that WrestlePalooza opening was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was an amazing opening to the show.
Mm-hmm. Everybody.
I laughed when Brock Lesnar won the match and they made cuts of certain kids crying.
Oh.
And the kids that they were showing were the kids that came out during John's entrance.
Uh-huh.
That they put back in the crowd. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
You know what's amazing to me? Like people all upset at WrestleMania being in Saudi. First of all, we got a whole Royal Rumble in Saudi when we get to WrestleMania.
That's a fact.
So
it's a whole year and a half before it, too.
So let me get it straight. Crown Jewel, no problem. King and Queen of the Ring, no problem. Oh, WrestleMania in Saudi. Oh no, you sold out. It calls everything but child of God. Bruh. How do you think a partnership works? Okay. We have a partnership. We give, they take, we give. Okay. They write the check, we take it, we give them something. We give them something. It may not be good, and it might suck. It might be good. We give them something. Now, yes, WrestleMania 43 will be in Saudi. Royal Rumble will be in Saudi. Nobody's complaining about that. And I don't mean a special. I'm talking about the official Royal Rumble, not the greatest Royal Rumble. The official Royal Rumble. Nobody's complaining about that. King and Queen of the Ring. Nobody's complaining about that. Crown Jewel. Well, for a while, nobody's complaining about that. It's been a minute. But WrestleMania? Oh, we the devil. Oh, we sold out. Oh, we pieces of shit. Blah, 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 blah.
WrestleMania's very different than the others, which is the reason why a lot of people ain't happy.
Well, baby, look at every WrestleMania gonna be different. 50 years from now, we might be old farts by then. That's gonna be completely different.
Old.
Well, you might be older, but yeah.
Not really that great. I mean, there were several duds on both shows. I gotta be honest, WrestlePalooza was definitely a one-match show. The show wasn't really nothing to write home with, or to go home with, or to write about with. And like I said, it was basically a one-match show. That Io Sky versus Stephanie Victoria match stole the damn show.
I doubt it's gonna be WrestlePalooza 2026. We gave you something. By the way, everybody's tripping how we love Peacock. First of all, we fulfill all our obligations to Peacock, so therefore the deal is terminated because we fulfill all the obligations over there.
No, WWE is still on Peacock.
But yeah, like as far as live events go, we fulfill all the obligations, and they're gonna keep the libraries and everything else, so you can still watch WrestleMania 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to last year. But WrestleMania this year, next year, and beyond, for right now, at least the next 5 years, ESPN. Actually, let's take that back. The deal, I believe, is 3 to 5 years. I'm not sure. I go back and read that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's 3 to 5 years.
Anyway, ESPN is only showing pay-per-views. That is it. Yeah. Everything else will remain on Peacock.
Mm-hmm. Now let's go across the street to All Out. What's your thought on that?
I thought the same thing. Well, All Out wasn't a one-match show. I'll say it was basically a 4-match show. All the other matches weren't that great. It wasn't really nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
So the whole Tough Rider thing needs to just end. That's the worst thing on that show.
We and the Death Riders, and then what?
Well, that match was terrible. Mercedes Moné and Riho was nothing home to write home about. The Hurt Business or Hurt Syndicate match was pretty much a dull. Well, the best matches on the show, I'll just say, was the Edge and Christian FTR match, the Hangman Page Kyle Fletcher match, the Women's Fatal 4-Way was good, and the Briscoe MJF match was good. Other than that, that was pretty much it for that show.
Mm-hmm.
And I already mentioned WrestlePalooza. That was a one-match show. So there you go, in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. So based off that, and that alone, All Out was the better show.
Mm-hmm.
Only bad thing was, again, their pay-per-views are just too long.
Mm-hmm. I saw, what was that, I can't remember the guy's name. He climbed Mount Everest a while ago.
Darby Allin and John Moxley. That match was terrible.
He said the dude he said somebody on fire. What the fuck?
Just stupid.
Huh. My.
What about Beth Phoenix making her debut? And then, only to get hit with a spare tire driver for trouble.
Well, that's having Rhea White to work, man.
Well, she could have left. I told her to leave the ring. She chose not to, and she ended up trying to fight both of them.
Edge kind of told her to get out of here. She's like, "Nah, I got this. Got somebody power driven."
Yep.
Why
can't you females just listen?
Edge did kind of warn you. gotta get out of here. You don't want to do it. You like, I am woman, hear me roar. And look at you.
Yeah, taking out with a power driver. And Edge and Christian did get the win. I was surprised that they won the first match. So I'm guessing they just did that to get them out of the way, the hometown boys. They were in Toronto.
I would love it. We don't have the rights to the AEW. I would love it if the lovely, the delicious, the nutritious Trish Stratus stopped by, but we don't have the rights to Trish Stratus in AEW.
No, they don't need her.
But the lovely, the delicious, the nutritious Trish. Yeah, I said it. The nutritious, the delicious Trish Stratus.
Who said Trish? If Trish was there, I was overdoing it.
Yeah. I mean, you in Toronto, your hometown, you're looking all good anyway. Why don't you stop on by and say hey to the people?
Or maybe it's something called being under contract, or there's something else, having some damn loyalty.
Technically, she's retired anyway.
She's still under contract.
Yeah, that's true.
Big difference, different ball game.
Yeah.
And what about AJ Lee?
Ooh, Lance Storm. Lance Storm ain't doing nothing. Well, Lance Storm could have came out. He ain't doing nothing.
Lance Storm's not from Toronto. He works for TNA.
Ah, damn. He Canadian, ain't he?
So, they're in Toronto. Not Calgary.
I can be serious for a minute.
But yeah, AJ made her return, wrestled her first match in 10 years, got the victory, submitting Becky Lynch, and the mixed tag team match. Stephanie Becker defeating Io Sky, and the match that stole the show to become the Women's World Champion, and she will go on to Crown Jewel next month, and she will face the winner of the triple threat match scheduled to take place this Friday on SmackDown. It will be Tiffany Stratton defending the women's title against Nia Jax and Jade Cargill. The winner of that match will face Stephanie Becker at Crown Jewel. Seth Rollins will face Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel, the Crown Jewel Championship. Next week, NXT's No Mercy. I'll get to that in a minute, but first let me run the results. Brock Lesnar defeated John Cena. The Vision defeated the Usos. Stephanie Becker defeated Io Sky. CM Punk and AJ Lee defeat Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Cody Rhodes defeats Drew McIntyre to retain the WWE Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And next week, next Sunday, by the way, will be NXT No Mercy. Jason Jane will defend the NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice. Sol Ruka will defend the Women's Speed Championship against the winner of the Candice LeRae Laney Reed match. Ricky Spence will face the winner of the Trick Williams Oma Fleming match for the NXT Championship. Ethan Page will face Tavion Heights for the North American Championship. And speaking of Oma Fleming and Trick Williams, their match will be for both the NXT Championship and the TNA Championship. So the winner of that match will have two titles. If Oma Fleming wins, and that's if Oma Fleming wins, he will defend the TNA title against TNA's Mike Santana at TNA's Bound for Glory.
Are you doubting the ruler?
Hey, I gotta throw it out there.
You doubting the rule out, G. We can't have that.
Forget the Hardy Boys. We'll defend the TNA World Tag Team titles against Team 3D, aka the Dudleys, at Bound for Glory as well.
Out here doubting Obi Femi, man. Ain't that some stuff?
Hey, I gotta say it. And I'm not saying he's gonna lose or win, but I'm saying if he wins, he will face Mike Santana at Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
For the TNA title. And you know Mike Santana will be watching that match. I won't be surprised if he's there personally to watch the match. Look, you know what? I'm going to watch this match. And I think he should watch the match.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let's go to across the street, as you like to say, to All Out. You have Adam Copeland and Christian Cage defeating FTR. Eddie Kingston defeating Big Bill. Mark Briscoe defeating MJF in a tables and tax match. The Man defeats the Hurt Syndicate. Mercedes Moné defeats Riho. Kazuchika Okada defeats Konosuke Takeshita and Mascarada in a triple threat match to retain the AEW Unified Championship. John Moxley defeats Darby Allin in a carpet match. Congratulations go out to Chris Statlander. She defeats Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, and Talika to win the AEW Women's World title. Brody King and Bandito defeat the Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and the Don Callis family in a fatal 4-way ladder match to retain. And last but not least, Hangman Adam Page defeats Kyle Fletcher to retain the AEW World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Also, congrats to Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
She's going to headline next year's Hall of Fame.
Now, for the love of God, Stephanie, for the love of God, please, do you ever want a huge favor? Do not have your speech so damn lengthy. Unlike
she'll be the second big man to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Unlike her husband was long as hell, man. Damn.
Her grandfather, Vince Sr., was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir. Benny Mac Sr.
Yes, she will be the second McMahon to go into the Hall of Fame.
Mm. Now, to be honest, we tried. People came up to Vince and said, "Would you like to go in?" He shut it down every single time.
He doesn't want to go in.
So, to be honest, it's not like we don't want to put him in. People went to Vince. Do you want to go in the Hall of Fame? He said no. So, yeah. Now, I'm like, why not? I understand that, but man, bro, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. However you feel about Vince, let's keep it real. Without Vince McMahon, wrestling as you know it right now would not exist.
That's a fact.
So however you feel about Vince personally, on a professional level, on a business level, without Vince McMahon, wrestling as you know it right now would not even exist. So it has to have some acknowledgement. Whether you like the man or not.
He had a vision, and his vision was to take wrestling to places it's never been.
And that was a risky as hell move. Everybody couldn't do it.
Well, everybody wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
Except him.
Look here. The day Shane McMahon was born, they were on the way to file bankruptcy. The only way to bankruptcy court to file the paperwork for bankruptcy the day Shane McMahon was born. They put everything, literally everything, their house, they they weren't wealthy. They were well to do. They weren't wealthy like they are now.
Vince wasn't even working for his father when Shane was born.
Well, yeah, but like I'm coming to that anyway. WrestleMania, as you know it, we can go back. They put everything on the line for WrestleMania. Everything. If this don't work, that's your ass.
Okay, that part's definitely true.
They mortgaged their house. They mortgaged their house. Okay? If this don't work, we are screwed. Thank God it did. If this don't work, we screwed. Forget about WrestleMania 2 through 42 if WrestleMania 1 don't work.
No, that part is definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when Shane was born, Vince wasn't even working for his dad.
Oh yeah, his dad unfortunately passed away. I wish Vince would have made it. Vince Senior would have made it to see WrestleMania. Like, I believe he died from kidneys. Cancer. I wish he would have lived.
He passed in May of 1984.
Yeah, so a year before. I wish he would have made it to see WrestleMania. And I bet he would be like, you know what, son, I'm proud of you.
Just months after Hulkamania took off.
Let me tell you something. When Vince kind of commentary, Vince put Jr. on commentary and said, look here, we want a chance to run the company. Don't ask, look, I'm gonna give you one shot. If you fail, don't ever ask me again. And Vince, he did all right.
Yeah, didn't want to keep commentating and not run nothing.
Now, Jesse Ventura has extra stories on that are kind of rated NC-17, if you will. But they're juicy. So you gotta go to Jesse Ventura for that. Because those stories right there against him and Vince, they juicy.
It's like you're going to do this, and this. Like, you know what? I'm not going to watch.
You're saying?
It's like, you're going to do this, and this. Like, yeah, this ain't going to work for me.
Mm-hmm. Now,
this ain't going to work.
Is he an evil genius? Absolutely. Son of a bitch? Maybe. But one thing can't be denied. Without Vince, we wouldn't have this. So,
none of this would be here.
And I'm not kissing nobody's ass. We don't do that here at Wrestling Tracks. I'm stating the facts. Because I remember, I know for a fact, there are many storylines in the vault, locked up in the vault somewhere, that thank God has never seen the light of day. And most of them were Vince's ideas. Thank God they never saw the light of day. And they suck. So
he's had some bad ideas.
Yeah. So I know for a fact somewhere there's a vault with a bunch of paper, a bunch of scripts, Vince ideas that were horrible, and they had locked it up. They really wanted to burn that shit. They locked it up, and it never seen the light of day. First of all, I shouldn't have to know what your ass look like, man. Okay? I shouldn't have to know what your ass looks like. And unfortunately, if you've been a wrestling fan from the 90s, especially around 98, he started at Kiss My Ass Club 2001. So if you around the era, you know what I'm talking about. The Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. When in order to say you want to stay gainfully employed, you literally have to pucker up and kiss his ass.
Just like Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, Jim Ross, accidentally Shane McMahon, William Regal's the first kisser. I don't know where it stopped at, but thank God. And he tried to bring it back, and that was like, nah, man.
We're not doing this again.
2001-ish, that was one thing. Now, 2006, nah. Hit me out. Marty Jannetty. He tried to get Marty Jannetty to do it.
Huh?
Excuse me. Marty Jannetty. He tried to get Marty Jannetty to kiss his ass.
Yeah. Of course, that was just part of his deal with Shawn Michaels.
If you don't kiss my ass, Shawn Michaels is fired.
And you're not getting a job.
Yeah. Well, thank God that some ideas never saw light of day. So, whether for better or for worse, my whole point in this, we would not have this, for better or for worse, without Vince McMahon. Y'all see me. All right. What's on your mind, David?
Well, pretty much everything you just said.
Yeah.
WWE's next pay-per-view will definitely Crown Jewel. Yeah, they will go to Perth, Australia, and it will be the first Crown Jewel outside of Saudi Arabia. So that should be a very interesting show. And, of course, the Crown Jewel Championships will be on the line. As I mentioned earlier, Cody Rhodes will face Seth Rollins. Stephanie Vaquer will face the winner of the triple threat match between Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, and Tiffany Stratton. And next week will be NXT's No Mercy. That will be on Peacock and not ESPN, by the way. That's right. Peacock, not ESPN, Peacock. So that will be on Peacock. And AEW is going to return to pay-per-view as well next month. World's End, I believe, is the next month. World's End. They already have forbidden. Oh, by the way, the entire pay-per-view library is on HBO Max. So if there's a pay-per-view you would like to watch again and you're an HBO Max subscriber, that will be the place for you to go to. Because you got this deal, HBO Max, all their pay-per-views are going to air on HBO Max. And from this point on, All Out was their first pay-per-view. So from this point on, all their pay-per-views will be on HBO Max. Of course, you will have to pay an additional $30 if you are already a subscriber, which I think sucks, but that's what you got to deal with. I personally don't like the idea of you paying extra for something that you are already as a subscriber to. And Wrestle Dream will be AEW's next pay-per-view offering. It will be on Saturday, October 18th in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
don't have to worry about WWE counter-programming. So that's good.
Sorry about all that, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Again, it's Saturday, October 18th.
Sir.
Crown Jewel will be on the 11th of October.
You know what? NXT. Normally I have complaints about NXT, but homecoming weekend, they did all right.
Oh, homecoming wasn't that bad.
Like the old school with the new school, and Sean's folks against Triple H's folk, and it's on the one way to sell this. When Regal comes out, War Games.
No, that was not a bad show.
So, at Survivor, I'm assuming either day before Survivor Series, at Survivor Series, whenever, NXT War Games.
Well, wait, we'll see what happens because it's Survivor Series War Games, not NXT War Games.
Yeah.
Anyway, TNA's Bound for Glory will take place the night after WWE's Crown Jewel. It will be Sunday, October 12th in Lowell, Massachusetts. I mentioned earlier, Mike Santana will face the winner of the Omar Femi Trick Williams match or Ricky Tanks. So he's going to have an interesting time. Because he's either going to face three guys. And there's got to be somebody he wants to face and don't want to face. But he guaranteed victory. He guaranteed he will lead Bound for Glory to TNA champion. He's not going to have an easy night, depending on... Well, he's not going to have an easy night at all, especially if Omar Femi wins the belt and stays champion.
Omar Femi, man, all water, no bread, no water, just meat.
Yes. And again, the Hardys, who face Team 3D
Hang on a second,
for
y'all.
TNA World Tag Team titles and Team 3D's final match. Ash by Elegance, or I'll just say Indy Hartwell will face the winner of the Ash by Elegance Masha Slamovich match at Bound for Glory. Then you have the 10-person intergender hardcore match. The System will battle Order 4. And those are all the matches so far.
It's on YouTube. If you type in TNA pay-per-views playlist, there is one thing that gives you all the pay-per-views from back in the day to right now. I pull it up. You go to youtube.com. You type in TNA pay-per-views. Either pay-per-view or PPV full shows. And if you want the whole thing, you want all of them, I'm going to give you the biggest scratch. If you love wrestling, I'm going to give you the biggest scratch your itch can have, man. You can check this out. The first two TNA/Impact full events and pay-per-views in chronological order. 272 videos. Brought to you by Mr. Ultra Saber or Samuel Smith TNA/Impact pay-per-views chronological order. You type that in and you press play all, and you got hours and hours of TNA pay-per-views. You can get the 101 or you can get 272. All the TNA you can stand.
Wow. And speaking of TNA, their TV special Victory Road. Victory Road is going to take place on September 26th. Eve Macklin will battle Frankie Kazarian for the TNA International Championship. The Elegance brand will defend the TNA Women's Knockouts Tag Team titles against the Inspiration. Moose will battle Mustafa Ali. Leon Slater will defend the X Division title against Myron Reed. Mike Santana will battle NXT's Rich Holland. Ash by Elegance will face Masha Slamovich, with Andy Hartwell as the guest referee. And that will take place on the 26th of September. This will, I believe, is supposed to air right after SmackDown or before SmackDown.
God forbid. And I hate when they do this. They do it during. What the hell?
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. It's the first major pro wrestling event since WWE's Backlash in 2004 to take place in the city of Edmonton. That is nuts.
Now, I understand. I know Christmas is a while away from now. I'm going to bring you back to nostalgia for just 1 second. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're grown. We all going to go back in time to our childhoods, especially you, David, because you was there. So, you remember the year without Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, I don't give a damn. You don't believe in Santa Claus. I don't give a damn. You're too old for this. Everybody, for just a few minutes, go back to your childhood. For one, say we all need this right here. It's crazy out here in these streets. So for a few minutes, go back to your childhood for just a few minutes. All right, year without Santa Claus. My favorite part is like a movie within a movie. My favorite part is the Miser Brothers.
They were bad.
Check this out. So it's a whole shit. I'm about to get the whole thing. Check it. So Santa Claus is sick, which ironically hilarious. You were one day a year. Well, this year you got 100 something fever. Nah, you sick go to work. Mrs. Claus has 2 L's. Hey, y'all take care of that. Now that you've been in the North for years in the North Pole, and you ain't get to the South, and it's affecting y'all. Y'all ain't used to the Southern climate. So the reindeer, they disguise reindeer as a dog, but the reindeer get caught slipping. So reindeer got to take it to the pound. They build the reindeer out. Y'all look, we can't do it. Like we can't do this. So Mrs. Claus comes down, and they go to a winter miser. Hey, can you make it cold? We can do our job down here. We ain't used to this southern heat. I would if I could. That's my brother's area. You got to talk to him. They go to Heat Miser. Heat Miser said, hell no, I ain't doing nothing. This is my area. I ain't doing squat unless I can have some snow. I can have some heat in the north. So like they go to Winter Miser. Winter Miser's like, hey, look, Heat Miser said he'll do it if he can have he have a day heat in the north. Winter Miser almost lost his mind. Not up in here. so Mrs. Claus said, you know what? I got no choice. I gotta go to your mama. Now in the streets, that's a bitch move. That's a bitch move in the streets. You do not go to somebody's mama. Okay? I got beef with David. The last thing you do is go to my mama. You got beef with me. That's a bitch move.
I'm gonna have to settle this by going to your mama.
Pardon the language, but y'all know it's true. That's a B move, man. Y'all gave me no choice. I gotta go to your mama, Mother Nature. She goes to Mother Nature, tell them what's going down. Mother Nature calls him in. Look, this is gonna happen. Winter Miser, Heat Miser, you gonna give up a day of heat and let it snow in the south. Now, in exchange, Winter Miser, you gonna give up a day of winter and let it be hot for a day. One day you're gonna kill y'all. And then Santa gets well, everybody's happy, and you know the story. Kids their toys. See you next year. Blah blah blah. The point is, like, of all my favorite Christmas movies, Year Without Santa Claus and the Heat brothers, the Monster Brothers, it's like a movie within the movie.
Yeah,
that's like the coolest movie on earth. And then like how they use the same guy, how he became Santa Claus. And the funniest thing, he's singing the song too. You better not cry, better not pout. And then he's like, the kids ask why. He said, "I'm telling you why." That's just hilarious to me. You're like, why? I'm telling you why. But y'all, man, I just had shit that with you, man, bruh. Nowadays we need something to laugh about.
The Year Without a Santa Claus is one of my favorites too. Also, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hey, there you go. Santa Claus coming to town. The same character and everything. The same characters and everything. I just want to share that. I want to take everybody to childhood just a moment. But back to wrestling. So I'm excited because on October 6th, Monday Night Raw is coming to Dallas, Texas. When I say Dallas, Texas, I mean Dallas, Texas, at the American Airlines Center. Now, the only problem I have is the time, because normally it's 7 o'clock on my time. So doors open at 6:30. I got time to find a good time to go down from the hotel to the show. But I don't want to be in line all day. Not all day, but for a few hours. Say again?
I said, who doesn't?
Yeah. I normally like going 6:45. I can just walk right in. Everybody, the line died down. I can walk right in, go to security, get my seat, then get my get my concessions. I don't like to be in line for hours. I'm gonna give you another hookup. Sunday Night Heat. You remember Sunday Night Heat?
Yeah.
They have a whole playlist on YouTube.
Sunday Night Heat.
Oh yes, not just the 90s, but the 2000s Sunday Night Heat as well. So let's look this up here. Sunday, yeah, okay.
Do you know that episodes of Sunday Night Heat are on the network? Peacock.
Yeah,
you know it.
But theirs ends at 99. They got 98, 99. They don't have the 2000s. This one got this one got all of it right here. You go to Limitless Archives on YouTube. Limited Archives on YouTube, and you can watch all the Sunday Night Heats. And then if it was cool, you watch Sunday Night Heat and go find that pay-per-view, and you're good to go.
Yeah. That's pretty damn interesting.
Yeah. Peacock, they have Sunday Night Heat, but they stop at 99.
Yeah, I knew they had episodes there.
Yeah. They even have the infamous 2002 Sunday Night Heat when Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler come down, and they Taz Michael Cole come down. They be like, hey, we should call some of these matches too. And Jim Ross said, okay, fine, we'll split it up. You call first half, we call second half.
I thought you were gonna mention the Rock's promo on Billy Gunn, his prayer to God.
That's on SmackDown.
No, that's Sunday Night Heat.
I go back see that.
Yeah, he did that on Sunday Night Heat. He was like, Bob, but my name's Billy. Oh, it doesn't matter what your name is. On Sunday Night Heat. Yep, Sunday Night Heat.
Interesting.
Yeah, remember the days of you having to call your local cable operator to order a pay-per-view?
Yes. then I remember I can
the game has changed so much since then.
I can afford pay per view till like 2013. The first time I could bought it, my mom bought it. Elimination Chamber 2013, I believe. And I believe somewhere in the middle I fell asleep. Towards the main event. I was at my godbrother's house for Money in the Bank, and I fell asleep. John Cena won Money in the Bank, and I thought I'm gonna go to my godbrother's house. We're gonna go to church that morning, go straight to his house, watch some wrestling. Then I forgot my godbrother's a worship pastor, so we went to multiple churches that day. Then we went to the pay per view at his house. I'm like, man, we're gonna go to church. We're gonna get some snacks. Go to his house, have a good time. Then I forgot. Like halfway, we driving home. We drive past his house. I'm like, what's going on, bro? I got another service to go to. And I was like, oh snap, I forgot. Yes, I forgot my godbrother was a worship pastor. So we had multiple churches that day. And then we got our wrestling on. That was the longest day of my life. It was worth every moment of it. But it's the longest day of my life to get to some wrestling.
I remember going to a friend's house to watch pay-per-views. But that was during a brief period where I didn't have cable. You know, if you didn't have cable, you couldn't watch pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how it was back then. So during my brief little period of not having cable, go to my friend's house, and I would watch the pay-per-views. Well, depending on the ones I was ordered. Not all of them, only certain ones.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly the big four, the Royal Rumbles, the WrestleManias, the Survivor Series, and the SummerSlams, because his mom refused to pay for everything, so those were the only pay-per-views that she paid for.
Man.
And I went a full 2 years before I got cable again.
My Prime Video, I got them spread out, but my Prime Video, I got at least 3 AEW pay-per-views on there. At least 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I told y'all, man. Like, I like my passion for wrestling. If you go to my YouTube account, my history, and nothing but wrestling, man, it's almost disgusting. If you were a non-wrestling fan and you went to my YouTube history and you saw all this wrestling, you all would be disgusted.
You said if you're not a wrestling fan, and go through my YouTube.
Yeah, like there's nothing but wrestling in here. What's going on, bruh? If you were non-wrestling,
why is there so much damn wrestling?
Huh?
Like, why is there so much wrestling?
Right? Oh, it's almost disgusting, man. Oh, man.
I told you I'm a wrestling fan, and that's what you're gonna find. I even got DVDs.
Shoot. I told my mama, my mom was gonna throw them away. I had to stop her and almost beg. Almost beg. Mama, no, I need them. Why you need them? Because I'm gonna have this forever. I need them. And look at you. You can hardly find DVDs no more. And when you do find them, expensive as hell.
Yeah, they don't even make those anymore.
I can't find nothing for no apparel, no anything for WrestleMania 30 that is a reasonable price. Everything's expensive as hell from WrestleMania 30. Everything. That was a good pay-per-view, but damn.
WrestleMania 30 was not a bad one.
I can't find no cheap anything from WrestleMania 30 as far as selling goes. selling and purchasing goes. All of it. Yeah.
I still got mine. Most of them I bought myself. Which I can actually say, not that there's anything wrong with that, but most of my DVDs I bought myself.
Uh-huh.
I think all of them I have, I think about maybe 3 of them I didn't actually buy.
Yeah.
But yeah, about 98% of everything I bought with my own money. And Raw tomorrow night should be a very interesting one.
Oh yeah. Over here, I get it 6 o'clock over here. Wherever you can get it from, go ahead and tune in. It should be interesting.
Yeah. And let's not forget, Saturday night's main event returns on Saturday, November 1st. WWE, as they revealed last night during WrestlePalooza, they are doing a special giveaway. If you win, you will receive a limited edition Hulk Hogan Real American Beer can, and you will also win tickets to Saturday night's main event. Again, that is Saturday, November 1st, from the Delta Center in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah, man, you should try to sign up for that.
Last time I tried to do, I haven't tried that in a long, long time. I remember used to doing that type of thing often as a kid, and I never won, but I did win once. So that was nice. I got to go to a SummerSlam, so that was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I've entered so many contests as a kid to see if I would win, and I actually did win something. So I won a trip to SummerSlam, so that was pretty damn cool. And that was back in the 90s, so that was pretty much a long time ago. That was almost 30 years ago. Yeah, I sound old talking about that now, but
yeah, you know. I'm just saying, man.
That's how long ago that was.
Dude, the 90s, I was coming out of diapers.
Yeah, the 90s, I was in my teenage years. Makes me sound old, but anyway, you get the picture.
Yeah. You know, everybody who knows me know I love wrestling. I tell the story often about how I became a wrestling fan. I'm going to end with this. Back in the day, there was a particular TV show. You might have heard of it. Little show called Barney and Friends. You know? Yeah. And Barney is my guy. I had Barney everything. I had Barney sheets. I had Barney stuff Barney animals. I had Barney tapes. Barney Live in New York was my favorite in 1994. I had Barney everything. Well, one particular day, I'm in the Barney trance watching the show. The show is over. I'm in the Barney trance. I see the credits go up. And I see Barney, ... some dude. Wait a minute, hold up. This is a dude in a suit. I was a little slow. I thought Barney was real, you know. I was a little slow. So I'm like, this is a dude in a suit. Barney broke my heart. All right, man, forget Barney. Barney ain't this. Barney ain't that. I'm done with Barney. Me and Barney, we ain't cool no more. I want to skate with you, kick it with you, nothing. I'm done with you. Barney broke my heart. 1995 came along. It's 2 years late, 1995. And like I used to follow Mama everywhere. And one day Mom got up, I stayed behind, grabbed the remote, messed around with it. I'm 3 years old. Boom. WCW Monday Nitro was on. And from that day, I was hooked. Wrestling said, come here, boy. And from that day forward, I'm a wrestling fan.
I was hooked after that.
Yeah. Wrestling grabbing the come here, boy.
Well, that's how I got into wrestling.
Oh,
By
man.
accident. Like, hey, what's this?
Yeah. Every once in a while, wrestling make you feel good, man. I remember.
If you're a kid and you haven't seen wrestling before, and the first person you see is like Andre the Giant, and that doesn't get your attention, then you need to have your head examined.
Yeah, man. I remember old girl broke my heart a few years, like it was about 2012, 13, 11, 12, something like that. And of course, wrestling was there to make it all good. Wrestling makes you feel good. You're in the playground, and you put "Do you like me?" yes or no, and old girl circle no. Wrestling was there for you. With your little wrestling buddy, wrestling was there for you.
Yeah. If you're not feeling, well, let's just say you're not having the best type of day.
Yeah.
Wrestling's one of those things you can watch and it takes all your troubles away for about a good 2-3 hours.
Every time I come back from a painful doctor's appointment, I pop in No Way Out 2004, and I'm all right.
Interesting, because No Way Out 2004 had a very good feel-good moment at the end of that show to close it.
Oh, yeah. I miss Shaniqua. She was gone the next day.
Eddie Guerrero toppling Brock Lesnar.
Mm.
Of course, Goldberg played a small role in that, but...
Yeah. Now, to be fair about that, I'm trying to close. To be fair, when Brock Lesnar was on the front row, there's two mistakes in there. There was one big mistake in there. Paul Heyman came out, and he was supposed to say, around here we have a little saying. That saying goes like this: "Here comes the pain." And Brock Lesnar the music was supposed to hit. Then Brock Lesnar was supposed to come out. Brock Lesnar came out as Paul Heyman was talking. The music was supposed to hit when Paul Heyman said that. But anyway, Paul Heyman, he was doing this thing, and Brock Lesnar said, "You know what? Stone Cold Steve Austin sent you here. I told you don't do anything he wouldn't do. But you sit there like Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Stone Cold Steve Austin will climb over that barricade. So you sit there like the bitch that you are." Goldberg said, "Oh, nah, you got to see me, bro." And climb over that barricade. They face to face. Paul Heyman does his distraction, and from there, all hell broke loose. Paul Heyman started that thing, by the way. And the biasness of Cole and Taz. The bias. Bruh. Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar started it.
Yeah.
I know it's a SmackDown pay-per-view, but they started it.
A big SmackDown pay-per-view right before WrestleMania. It was the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And we all know WrestleMania was in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. John Cena won his first United States Championship. Speaking of Madison Square Garden, John Cena will make his final Madison Square Garden appearance on Monday Night Raw, November 17th. He returns to the Garden for the last time.
By the way, I want to point out, John Cena, when he does retire, he's actually retiring, but there's a twist. He's not going away completely. We're gonna go away, go behind the scenes, and do a little work, maybe a little producing, ambassador stuff.
I doubt that, but I will think we will see John multiple times again once his career is over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when it's all over with, he's not necessarily going away forever. Like you do a little producing, a little ambassador stuff.
Ambassador stuff, I say, yeah. Producing, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because producing, you got to be at every show.
Uh-huh.
That's something John Cena will not be doing.
Of course, the Make-A-Wish stuff and all that jazz.
John will not be producing.
Yeah. Well, as far as wrestling,
absolutely.
As far as wrestling getting,
no.
As far as wrestling getting in the ring, that's not going. Like he's done. After December, that's it. It's over. As far as the physical goes.
People are like, what's next with John Cena? What's next?
He belong to Hollywood after that. He'll come by once in a while.
And surprise people with his presence like The Rock has been doing.
Yeah. He'll come by once in a while, but we'll share him with Hollywood for a little bit. And then from there, who knows?
And I tell you what, it's going to be like The Rock. And The Rock hasn't been seen since Elimination Chamber. We'll definitely see him again, and we'll definitely see him in another match.
Well, I tell you what The Rock is. I'm telling you. Outside movies, remember, he's a member of the board of directors.
Yes, he is.
So he's at the headquarters once in a while. And by the way, I want to clear something up. Like I said months ago, like many months ago, The Rock is a member of the board. He has no power on his own to fire anybody. So when he told the referee, hey, do it, I'm going to fire you. He has no power to do that. He can recommend stuff. He can bring up stuff, and they vote on it. They send him down to make the announcement. That's it. But as far as doing stuff on your own, you have no power to do that. He's like a quarter in a dollar.
So if you do that again, you're fired. That was funny, though. That was funny. He had that ref shook, like, oh, man. Do it again and you're fired.
That would be cool. The next earners call. I'm on the earners call, and Dwayne Johnson happens to be in the building. That would be nice. And the first time I did earners call, I was nervous as hell because I'm going from fan mode to investor mode, and this is business. Vince was still there at the time. He's on the way out. Triple H was there. Nick Khan was there. And I was like, I'm trying not to be a fan right now. This is business.
Yeah, you got to keep it all business, especially during one of those things.
I'm trying real hard. I'm on the earnings call. I'm trying real hard not to be a fan, ask fan questions. If you're going to do that, make it business, ask business questions. And by the way, if you on the earnings call, you knew about WrestleMania in Saudi for months anyway.
True.
So it's not like a big surprise and a big shock. They're the first to make the decision. First, Saudi made the announcement. Then we made the announcement over here, but the decision was made in the boardroom a long time ago.
See, that's the thing. When they make those decisions, they do them months and months in advance.
Yeah.
Or a year in advance.
Mm-hmm. It's like a ship. The board is they determine the course of the ship. Below the writers determine the activities of the ship. So people, please have your anger misplaced in the right person. If you like what happened on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever, don't complain to the board. They take care of business. They take care of paychecks. They take care of signings. Your complaint is with the writers, not the board.
Yep.
But anyway, that's a different story for a different time. We got to go. I want to thank David Burton for being available today. And we'll see you guys next Sunday. By the way, you get not one but 2 episodes this I got to mention my people. Hang on a second. I got to take care of a little business right before we go. Hang on a second. Okay. You get not one but 2 episodes.
This episode is brought to you by
There you go.
Backup Deliveries and More, LLC. They put the D in delivery. Call 888-871-BACKUP. That's 800-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. Visit WeGotBackup.com or find them on Facebook. You can save a whole lot of money with their services. And here's great news. They're in need of drivers. If you have a CDL license, contact them today and get paid.
Thank you very much. A little early, but thank you very much. But you get not one but 2 episodes tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Tuesday morning at 5 a.m. It's automatically on release. And you're going to have a good time and enjoy. You get not one but 2 episodes. This episode and the next one. We got to go. See you, everybody.
Take care.